Hey guys, how you doing today? It's me, Kelly. So I'm showing you here all the papers that I'm going to use on my mixed media background. I'm going to do this step by step in small, short videos, so you guys can follow along and do it if you choose. I know a lot of you are asking me to do this, so here I go. It's one of my favorite things to do. So I just have regular scrapbook paper that you get from your craft store. You can even use, when you see what I'm going to do in a minute, you can even use, outdated or holiday papers, that are gone and past, or clearance papers, or whatever you can get. So all I'm doing is taking my decoupage, but you can use any kind of glue that you have. You can use your white school glue if you're starting out. You can use your Mod Podge. I use decoupage. And I'm just tearing the papers, as you can see, and I'm gluing them on. And it's very, very easy. Don't think about it too much. As you're going to see, I'm just throwing them down, not thinking about it, because I want to, I just want to get it down. So I'm using this is a paper, like a paperback canvas, if that makes sense. Sheet canvas, whatever they call it. And I believe it's 8.5 by 10. So it's not your typical big canvas, big that you can hang. You could definitely hang this and put a thing on the back, but that would be up to you. Again, if you do not have any paper to glue down, go to your local dollar store and get tissue paper. You can use this in many different ways. If you have stuff to stamp, you can stamp your tissue paper, let it dry, and then add it on your background. Or you can just do your background, because the tissue paper comes in so many colors in like the one pack that you can just tear those up and start adding on the papers. So, and then just glue them down. Now I'm doing a more cheery, a couple of you who requested me do this asked for me to do a more cheery one. So I'm going to try to stick with, spring colors, like, light pink and green and all that kind of thing. But you won't notice that after I'm done with this part, because you'll see what I do. And if you've been with me for a while, y'all know I love to white and black things out. So I just keep on keeping on. I mean, you can really use anything for this first layer. You can use newspaper. You can use magazine, pieces of the magazine that you rip out pages. You can use coloring books. You can color in them and use the, it's whatever you do. We're just building a layer and a foundation. And it's very, very simple. And I'm making sure that all my papers are glued down. You're going to see, I leave my mistakes in here so you guys can see what to do if you make a mistake like me. Because look, I make mistakes all the time and I'm not ashamed. But you're going to see I'm putting glue everywhere now. And when you see me get my roly-poly out, you're going to see what happens. But it's easy fixable. Do not get, don't get irritated or think that, because it happens to all of us. Maybe not to everybody. Maybe there are people out there who, have better luck than me. But I tell you, I always have things sticking and rolling off. So I'm going to get my roly-poly. I'm just throwing a little bit more paper down for that background. And you can see the paper. I mean, there's nothing. You can see the green. You can see the pink and green. That's my favorite. But again, use whatever you have. Whatever you have. Brown paper bag. Stamp it. Draw on it. Get a marker and draw. It doesn't matter. I will be doing a starter one coming out. So you saw that I just used my roly-poly and it was tacky on top and I ripped it up. Look, there I go. Putting it down. All solved. And that I just like to use that to get the bubbles out. Sometimes there's bubbles, because this is not it's a hard canvas, but it's like cardboard or something on the back. I'm not real sure. So that's all I do. Now I'm drying it. Pushing down parts or bubbles that I see. Now, is it horrible to have bubbles? No, it's not. It adds texture. But you want to get the majority out, or any big ones. Because if they rip within the next layers, and you're going to see what we do next, it could be a problem underneath. If you want a little tip, what you can do is take a pin, any type of safety pin, or, if you sew or whatever, any kind of straight pin. And if you see a bubble, you can just stick your pin in there and pop it in a sense and put a little glue on your finger and push it in there so that glue gets down underneath there, and then push your paper down, and that'll get rid of your bubble. And if you need, if you want me to make a quick video on me doing that, I certainly will if you can't understand, because I am somebody who has to see things done more than being told. Now I'm showing you I'm putting white and pink paint right on there. And I got some water on my brush, and I am just covering that up. Look at me go. I'm like speed painter. Woo-hoo. And that is my yucky Dilutions, the pink Dilutions that got like cottage cheesy and thick and nasty. They sent me new ones. They sent me that in purple because those are the ones I had bad. So I haven't opened them yet because I want to use all these, and this is a great way for me to use it. They say that the paints are fine though, and you can use them and thin them out and use them for all kinds of stuff. So you see I put a lot of water on here. Now I couldn't find my squirter because I'm sure my cat probably is playing with it on the floor somewhere. So I just kept taking my paintbrush and wetting it on there. So you see me now, I'm just wiping it. Now I like to use, and there I go with more water. Look at that go. I like to use rags, like old towels, rags, or whatever I get at the dollar store. Today I'm using paper towels, but I set them aside to dry so I can use them again tomorrow. I use the crap out of them. Now you can see with the water, what that's doing is letting me pick where I want to lift up more, you know, and I love the green and pink. Now remember, we're going to put more on top of this. So, you know, I have the pieces left that I ripped off. So you're still going to be able to put them up and do them. So you can see, very easy, just wiping it off. And now I'm just drying it. And then that's it. So as always, please be kind to each other. You never know what battle somebody else is fighting. And I will see you in the next video, number 2. I rhymed. How you like that? And I'll see you guys then.